Hi guys, Kaze here. Welcome back. We're back with some more Secrets of Me with Shun Hosaka. So, we found out he actually likes us. I don't know if he knows we like him, but yeah. Sorry, my mouse is really loud. You can hear it. It's like, I had to give up my old mouse because it doesn't like me anymore. It hates me. It doesn't want to work. So, yeah. Anyway, on to chapter 11. Would you go out with me? No questions asked. Let's get started. Go away. Please just go away. Kyoka shouted at the young man, looking upset. The man's face was also pained. I hurriedly hid myself somewhere the two of them wouldn't be able to see me. Noriko? From behind me, I heard a familiar voice. Turning around, I saw... Shh. Don't make a sound. Dr. Hosaka? With his finger to his lips, he listened in on the pair's conversation with me. It looked like he was eavesdropping too. People get the wrong impression with you here. So will he. I know, you're out of my reach, but I at least want you to smile. So, I'll leave these with you. They're your favorite flowers. The man laid the bouquet down on the floor and left. Idiot. Looking close to tears, Kyoka picked up the bouquet and pulled out a message card from it. The card was, the first time I met Kyoka, I picked up a similar card. The handwriting on it had been very legible. So it hadn't been a gift from the doctor. Noriko, is something bothering you? I don't know. I was curious, but could I really tell the doctor the truth? Tell him honestly, cover it up, don't tell him. Well, you don't really know. So don't tell him until we get more defining facts, I think. Before I tell you, there's something I have to ask Kyoka myself. Ask Kyoka? I don't want to tell you behind her back, so... You're stubborn about the strangest things. He smiled wryly and spun around on his heel. Excuse me, I'm Shun Hosaka. There's something I'd like to ask about. Does Kohei Muramase sometimes come to visit my fiancé? Kohei Muramase? Sorry, I know my wife's probably told you not to tell me, but I want to know the truth. Yes, actually, ever since her accident, he's been coming every Saturday with flowers. I see. After finding out the answer to his question, Dr. Hosaka left the information desk. Who's Kohei Muramase? A friend of yours? No, I don't know him personally. He was Kyoka's high school classmate. A classmate from high school? A classmate? So he must be her friend? Yeah, it seems they reconnected at a reunion about half a year back. But right after that, they went out for a drive and were involved in a crash. They were out for a drive together? Huh? In other words, she was cheating on Dr. Hosaka with him? She swore she wasn't cheating on me. He read my thoughts again. Was he some kind of telepath? Of course, I believed her, and I had no grounds to admonish her, but... just then I spotted a man sitting on the lobby sofa with his head hanging. It was Kohei Muramase. Hello, Kohei. Do you have a moment? You're Shun Hosaka? I heard you've been coming to visit my fiancé. Thank you. No, it's all my fault. I was the one driving. I ruined Kyoka's life with that accident. I didn't really understand what was going on. Were the two men going to fight it out? If possible, I want to make her smile, but it looks like I'm not the one capable of that, so please. Kohei suddenly got down on his knees. Kohei? Please make her happy. You're the only one who can. He shouted out in anguish. There in the lobby, it was like time had stopped. Please get up, Kohei. The doctor gave him a hand and helped him to his feet. but for some reason his expression was even more pain than Kohei's. Shun, please understand. It's a mystery to me as to why she accepted my invitation that day. She was probably lonely. She doubted whether or not you loved her. That's... I see. It's true that back then I was very busy due to my grandfather's death and my work. I didn't pay proper attention to Kyoka. It's my fault for making her feel so lonely. I hate to see the doctor blaming himself like that. I won't come to see her anymore. I know I'm just causing trouble. So, in exchange, please don't make her feel insecure, or please. With that, Kohei left the hospital. He must really love her. Yeah. Crap, I should have said that. No, I didn't mean that. I'm pathetic. I don't even know my fiance's favorite flowers. What? I really have failed as a fiance. Doctor. He looked down sadly. Of course, I didn't have the words to comfort him. What I understood at that point was that Dr. Hosaka and Kyoka had been encouraged by their families to meet about a year earlier, but Kyoka hadn't been sure if the doctor really loved her, and so half a year ago she had given in and gone for a drive with Kohei. On that day, they were involved in an accident. What's the matter, Enrico? Nothing. But even during work, I couldn't stop thinking about it. What had happened between the doctor and Kyoka since then? I couldn't just ask him up front about it. I worked hard today. As soon as I got home, I threw myself down on my bed. Bring, bring. Just then, my cell phone rang. Oh, it's Dr. Hosaka. As soon as I saw who was calling, I pressed the answer button. Hello, this is Enrico. Hello, it's Shun Hosaka. Do you have time to talk? Of course. It's the first time he called me. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Not really, no. I see. Then will you come somewhere with me? No questions asked? Huh? Was he asking me out on a date? My heart raced at the sudden invitation from the doctor. Come with you where? Actually, I was thinking of going on a trip overnight. I want to think about things. It wasn't exactly a date. I couldn't believe he was inviting me on a trip. I... Should I go? It would be just the two of us. I'll come, I can't come. A trip to where? I was like, he just wants you to go with him. Why would you? No, I can't go to that place. We're gonna go there. That would make sense. I'll come. I'll come. Really? No, it definitely wasn't the right thing to do, but I couldn't fight my racing heart. I'll be waiting by the ticket gates at the station at noon tomorrow. Don't be late. He told me the meeting place and hung up. Wait a minute. I never expected such a development. Should I go on a trip with the doctor tomorrow? Or should I not? In the end, after worrying over it all night, I went. Of course I went. It was impossible for me to turn down an invitation from Dr. Hosaka. Good morning, Noriko. Sorry to drag you out here today. Doctor, but I'm glad you came. His smile was perfection. Sorry to ask something selfish of you again, but just for today and tomorrow, I want you to forget about Kyoka. Huh? For these 2 days, I simply want to enjoy being with you. Is that too much to ask? No, it's not. He was sneaky. When he looked at me like that, of course I couldn't refuse. Bring, bring. Just then the chimes signaled the arrival of the train sounded. I made sound like my phone. Oh, my bad. There's no turning back now. Well then, let's go. He took my hand and started to walk. Doctor! Enrico, just for these 2 days, could you think of me as your boyfriend? I squeezed his hand tightly back. It may have been a mistake. It may have been an unforgivable sin. But I loved him. I can smell the sea. Oh, yeah. You saw from the train, didn't we? The sea's close by. Wonderful place. It's been ages since I've been to the sea. I'm glad you like it. This is my hometown. What? It's been years since I've been back here. It feels very nostalgic. Doctor, I couldn't believe he brought me to his hometown. I was so touched. We still have time until check-in at the inn. If you like, will you accompany me on the tour of the places I remember? Yes, of course. That's not Shun. Yeah. We got into a taxi. When the doctor showed me around his old elementary school and other childhood spots. And of course, we held hands the entire time. Ooh, so pretty. The water was like molten gold, glittering as it reflected the sunlight. I used to swim here a lot when I was a child. My skin would tan as brown as a berry. What berries was he finding? Looking at you now, I can't imagine that. I spent so long in there, my grandfather always telling me off. What was your childhood like? I think it was normal. No, I decided I wanted to be a plastic surgeon in elementary school. I studied all through the holidays. Well, that sounds like you. However, recently I've been working so much my body's probably grown weak. As he spoke, he gazed out at the horizon. When I still lived here, I was close with my parents. Huh? Your parents? They divorced when I was in elementary school. My mother remarried and lives elsewhere. My father's probably still working non-stop overseas somewhere. When I was small, my father left me with my grandparents. I haven't seen him in 20 years. I see. So that was the kind of past he had. My grandparents were nice to me, but I guess I was a little traumatized by my parents' divorce. So I swore to myself that once I married, I would never, ever divorce. Doctor. Sorry for the depressing talk. Well then, shall we head to the inn? Okay. The doctor smiled. I couldn't believe he'd been abandoned by his parents. He must have had a tough time growing up. After that, we checked into the inn, and something unexpected was waiting for me. Whoa, what a lovely room. Yeah, the view from here is gorgeous. Is it? So, where's my room? Huh? The room I'm staying in? Huh? Of course we'd have separate rooms, right? Sorry, Noriko. The truth is, I only booked this one room. That meant... That meant that... Huh? But he's blushing too. You had ideas, you had plans, didn't you? That night we'd be sharing a room? You gonna make a move, I think. Maybe? Does getting intimate count for this weekend? What does this entail? I would love to know. Ooh, 85%. Yay! Alright, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next week. Until then, bye! Kaze out.